Here is why you are lost as a man. I'm going to make this video really quick. I just want to break this down in about a few minutes, okay? Here's why you're lost. So you're guiding your life in the wrong way. You're chasing after material possessions. You want that new iPhone, or you want the AirPods or the new sports cars, and those are all material possessions. If you base your life off of material possessions, you will be miserable, period. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You're guiding your life in the wrong way. So chasing after the material possessions and then also using the material possessions, as in constantly scrolling on the phone or playing video games all the time, you are losing purpose in life. You're not having to suffer, you're not having to struggle, you're not actually having to work to build anything. You don't have a goal of attaining something or learning and growing and becoming the best you can be. Rather, you're just fulfilling your immediate and emotional desires, and that is what is breaking down your purpose as a man. That is why you feel lost. So you have multiple facets in your life where, okay, chasing after material possessions, using the material possessions, and then being lazy. That's a result of those two things. You'll become lazy. You know, if you have a phone and you're using it, if you have a phone and if you have YouTube on it, you're eventually going to become lazy. You know, you're scrolling on it and it's making you sit down, and you start to get used to sitting down, and it's habit, and it's all bad. It's all evil. So you have to understand what you're doing wrong. Okay, so that's what you're doing wrong. You're doing all those things wrong. But then you have to understand what can I be doing right? And here's what you could be doing right. So as a replacement for your phone, let's say you watch your phone for 5 hours a day, okay? I'm scrolling for 5 hours a day. You need to be instead replacing that time with reading books or building something or creating, doing some sort of hobby or something that you're learning. So if you're consuming, you need to make sure that you're consuming the right thing. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there that say, don't ever consume, always create. You don't want to do that. You know, I have to consume knowledge so I can even tell you guys the truth, but you want to consume in the right way. So let's say you're on your phone for 5 hours a day. Take out one of those hours each day and replace it with an hour of something good. So you go 5 hours a day on your phone, 4 hours a day on your phone, 3 hours a day on your phone, 2 hours a day. Then you go 1 hour a day woodworking, 1 hour a day, or 2 hours a day pottery, 3 hours a day reading old literature, 4 hours a day of learning about plumbing, 5 hours a day of helping someone fix their garage, just doing something important and valuable with your time, building yourself to be a good man with good purpose. And so you have to understand what you're doing wrong, how you can replace what you're doing wrong, how you can change those habits, and then where is the right path to go, okay? And the right path to go, like I just said before then, was to read old literature, to constantly be trying to learn, gain knowledge, and to be using skills, to be working hard. So I'll go out here and I'll cut wood and I'll cut down a tree with an axe. Do I have to cut down a tree with an axe? No, I don't. But I want to because it's hard and it gives me a workout for the day, right? It's the hard thing to do. Do I have to get up and go sacrifice my time for learning the greater good? No, I don't. I can sit down and play video games if I want to, but it's the hard thing to do. I do the hard thing to do. Learning knowledge or reading books or whatever it may be, whenever you choose the hard path is whenever you make the results, whenever you start to see the gains. So yeah, that's why young men are lost. They're lost for those 3 reasons. Let me just revert back to those 3 reasons real quick before you leave. And it's that they're chasing the material, they're using the material, and they're not chasing purpose instead of pleasure. Okay? So, yeah, just remember that, guys. I'm just throwing these words out here just for men to understand and learn. Right now I've got like 4 subscribers, so I'm probably talking to nobody right now. But if you're out here and if you decided to listen to this video, thank you. Thank you for that. Share the word. I hope to be growing and improving this channel. and helping young men, because there's a real issue with society nowadays, and it's that young men don't find their purpose. So, hope you appreciate the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.